friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the new Xiaomi Mi A3. So Xiaomi Mi A3 is the latest smartphone announced by the company, and this is under the A series, which means this is running stock Android and this is under the Android One platform. So you'll be getting all the latest updates. So that's the specialty of the device. Now when it comes to the Mi A3 hardware, it also comes with pretty good hardware. It is slightly on downgrade in terms of display because the Mi A2 had a full HD resolution display. Now we have HD plus resolution display, but overall there are lots of other upgrades as well in terms of the camera, the processor, the looks, the build quality, the battery has been improved. 3.5mm audio jack makes a comeback. There is micro SD card expansion slot. So there are lots of interesting options available on the Mi A3, and the pricing for the base variant, that's 464 variant, looks good at 12,999. So how good the device is for that price segment, let's find out in this detailed review. So let's get started with the detailed aspects. First up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design is one of the key highlights of the Mi A3. You can see that it comes with a notch display, and it also has a 6 inches HD plus resolution display, and you can also see that the bezels on the display are slightly on the lesser side. You can see that the top bezels are also kept to minimal. The bottom bezels are in too large, and you can also see that the front design looks pretty good, and being a 6-inch device, it's pretty compact in hand as well. Now turning to the back of the device, that's where the beauty of the device comes in. You can see that this comes with a pure glass finishing. We have a curved edges on the either sides, and we have the triple camera setup, AI camera. It's a 48 megapixel triple camera, and the white variant is one of the gorgeous looking devices out there. We have the Xiaomi branding, the Android One branding as well, and on the sides we have this chrome finishing, which actually feels really nice. So overall you can see that the device feels really premium in hands. So design and build quality is really great on this device. Probably the best looking smartphone in the sub 13K price segment has to be the Xiaomi's Mi A3. So design and build quality, we are really impressed, and it is definitely a great looking smartphone out there. Now moving on to the display quality. So this is slightly a downgrade when it comes to the Mi A2. So we have an HD plus resolution display. Although the pricing is kept to low at 13,000, the display quality is an HD panel. You can see that it's an AMOLED panel. Actually it's a super AMOLED panel, and hence you can see that the viewing angles are really good. The colors are vivid, and it actually feels really nice in terms of display quality, and the touch points also feels very nice. It has a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection on the display as well as on the back panel, and even the camera area is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. So there is enough protection on the display as well. Now looking at the display pretty closely, you can actually see that it is not as good as the full HD resolution displays. You can actually see the pixels, but being an OLED panel, this has really good colors, and the experience is in fact pretty good, and you don't actually feel that you're using an HD plus resolution display. That's a pretty good advantage of the Xiaomi's Mi A3. But overall we feel the display quality is definitely good on the Mi A3. Now moving on to the software. So this device runs on Android 9.0 out of the box, and we have the stock Android here. So since it is under the Android One platform, it will be getting all the updates on regular timely manner. If you go to settings, you can see that there is no additional options available apart from the stock UI. So no customizations included here. But if you're a person who loves stock Android, this is definitely a great offering, because you don't see too many stock Android devices or under the Android One platform in the budget segment. So it will be getting 2 years of security updates and versions. So Android 10 would be coming soon to Xiaomi's Mi A3. So if you're a person who loves stock Android and want the latest version of Android, this is definitely a worthy addition. Now moving on to the performance. So this device is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 665 octa-core processor. Now the 665 is a relatively new chipset, and this is slightly lower than the 675. It's an upgrade over the 660, but it's not as powerful as the 712 or the 675, but it does a pretty good job overall. So if you look at the performance wise, it's fast. App switching is also pretty fast, and overall experience is pretty good. Even the gaming experience we played with the PUBG Mobile was quite satisfactory, even though the smaller display on this device doesn't really help in a great gaming experience, but still the display, the gaming experience as such was pretty good, because there was no major lags or issues, and heating was well under control. So the performance wise, we are quite happy with what is being offered in the Xiaomi's Mi A3. Now this device does come with USB Type-C port, and also there is 3.5mm audio jack available, so that makes a comeback, and also you get a micro SD card expansion slot available. so those things are included. Now the fingerprint scanner is an in-display fingerprint scanner. It may not be the fastest out there. You can see that it is definitely not the fastest out there. It does take a while to unlock. Even the face unlock is not the fastest, but you do get an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is a latest feature available. Now the speaker performance and call quality is also really good. The speaker output is again pretty much loud. Now talking about the camera, so this is one area where the Mi A3 shines, and you can see that it comes with a triple rear camera setup. It has a primary 48 megapixel camera with f-stop 1.8 aperture, and we have a secondary 8 megapixel wide angle camera, and a third depth sensor is included along with LED flash. We have a 32 megapixel front selfie camera also included. So we have done a detailed camera review of this device and found the camera to be quite a satisfactory one. The daylight captures were really good. Good amount of details being offered, and the sharpness levels are pretty impressive, and the 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor does a pretty good job overall in terms of the colors and details. The close-up shots were also pretty good on the Xiaomi's Mi A3. Now the portrait shots again was quite acceptable, even though the edge detection was not really perfect, and even the low light performance was really impressive. Probably the best low light performance you've seen in the sub 13K price segment with the Sony IMX586 sensor. The selfie camera is again quite good, even though there is some exposure issues, but overall we feel this is definitely a great camera in this price segment. So if you're looking for a good camera phone in the 13K price segment, we can say that the Xiaomi's Mi A3 is definitely worth buying. Now finally, the battery life. So the phone comes with a 4000 mAh capacity battery. It's an increase over the 3000 mAh capacity battery on the Mi A2. Now the battery performance is pretty good, even though it supports fast charging. There is no fast charger bundled with a box package, and the screen on time was around 5 hours plus in our usage. So it is quite acceptable performance, even though it may not be the best out there in terms of the battery performance. So now summing up, how good is the Xiaomi's Mi A3 at this price segment? So we feel the Xiaomi Mi A3 is a good package overall. It has AMOLED display, great design and build quality, superb experience, and performance is pretty good. Stock Android works pretty well. The cameras are good. The battery life is above average. Probably the only downside of this device is that it has an HD plus resolution display. But having said that, the HD plus resolution display is really good, and there is also Corning Gorilla Glass 5 support. So overall we feel there isn't hardly anything to complain except for the display. But again, AMOLED panel actually gets you good overall performance. So at 12,999 pricing, we would say the Xiaomi's Mi A3 is a great deal if you're looking for a premium looking smartphone with great cameras and stock Android experience. So that's it for this video. This is Nirmal signing off with the detailed review of the Xiaomi's Mi A3. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.